What's up, y'all? David Gift checking in again. Good news. All was not lost. What a difference a day makes. By the grace of God, the album was saved. And after a night of research trying to figure out that setting I was telling y'all about, that was set to mono instead of stereo for the audio interface, did some troubleshooting, pretty much did all I saw that could be done. Found a person that solved it, two people that solved it, but even the result was they said even when you changed it, the sound didn't change. And so I was gonna keep troubleshooting, but then I was like, well, let me just go back and listen to these exported songs after they were mixed down. And I guess throughout the troubleshooting, um, checking for errors and stuff, the audio volume issue was corrected. And I learned you can go back and edit the project after it was exported, because only the exported track was mixed down, not the song. Only the exported song was mixed down when it went out and became an MP3 or a wave or whatever file. But the song in the project is still editable and unchanged. So that was a huge relief, man. I'm still like, is it okay? So went back, listened to it, used like 3 different type of headphones, and the volume issue was corrected. And I think because it was sounding fine when I was recording it, in the project. So went back, listened to the whole album, saw a couple places that might need touch-ups, and was able to go back and touch those up. So now you're just trying to do like another test run in these earbuds from a phone to see if the quality and the sound volume is still consistent with what I was hoping it would be or should be. And once we complete that, the next phase would be to turn this thing in. Turn it in, man, and turn it in, and in the interim between its release and once everything checks out, try to do a online listening session, and I'm gonna try to stream that on IG, Instagram. So maybe some other platforms too. I read there's a way you can stream to multiple platforms at the same time. That'd be dope. So trying to figure that out is gonna be the next phase after the album's turned in, and then roll it out, man, and start working on that process so I can show y'all that this poster I created for it, and you get to see the album art, the cover, and hope y'all enjoy it. I tested 2 tracks already and they sound fine, so hopefully the rest of them just work out like that. Um, so yeah, that's the update, man. What a difference a day makes. Thank you, Jesus. Uh, so, in other news, went to the skate park last night. Had a little short late night session. I ollie might be my first set of stairs, man. A little 3-step, and I had been trying to do it off and on for about, I guess, a month maybe. So it felt good to be able to do that. It was only me and this other cat there, T, and in the skate culture or in the skate life, like when somebody does like a cool trick or lands a trick for the first time or something like that, all the skateboarders, um, they'll like slap their boards on the ground, um, or on anything hard to kind of like make a noise. It's like the skaters' applause. And so I got a skater's applause from T, and it was cool, man. And it was weird because when I did it, it felt different than all the other times I did it. Cause I was like thinking I just need to stay on the board. Cause my ollie has been my strongest trick since I was a jit. That's been the best trick I can do. And haven't been able to land a kickflip yet. But we'll see if that happens. But ever since I was a jit, my ollies have been pretty legit solid. And so I know I can ollie. So ollieing down stuff or up stuff or over stuff has never really been that big of a struggle. So when I was doing it over down the stairs, when I jumped down the stairs, the ollie is a jump for anybody that don't know skateboard terminology. Ollie is when you just make the board jump and you stay on the board. Some people jump over stuff, downstairs, upstairs. Some people jump on the rails and slide down the rail. I never tried that. That looks way too extreme for me. But so when I ollied down the stairs, it felt different. It's like everything slowed down. I think I just focused more on staying on top of the board, and I was looking down at my feet placement. And when I landed, it felt so good. It felt so good, man. So happy about that. Dropped in the bowl a little bit, trying to get a better comfort level with the bowl so that I can air out. Cause I can pop out of the small and medium bowls at the park, but I haven't been able to really air out yet. And it's all a matter of like speed and velocity, and you just gotta have the right speed. And in order to have the right speed, you kind of gotta build up enough momentum as you make your rounds around the bowl. So yeah, happy about that. And that's where we at pretty much. That's pretty much the status of the Night is Young album. Coming soon, like this week. And super excited. I'm just so thankful because for the last 2 days, I was thinking I gotta re-record this whole album. I was thinking like, man, I put in a strong week, yo. I had a strong, long week, and it caught up with me today. I tried to jump back into working on it, and I went. Let me give you a little timeline. Well, last night we started working on it about 2 a.m. and then didn't finish until early in the morning. It was like 8 8 a.m. something. So went, got some rest, and woke up around 2. Tried to jump right back in it, and I was sleepy, so I ended up going back to sleep. Woke up at 7, and this where we at now. So another thing, as I was doing my research, they were saying, you gotta take breaks and stuff. But also, I noticed that you have to give your ears a break when you listening to music for long periods of time. So that played a factor into what I was hearing. Because sometimes, like even today, after we got over this seemingly insurmountable hurdle, like I would listen to it on the laptop, and then I would listen to it on the phone, and it would sound different. Like errors or issues I was hearing on the laptop, I'm not hearing on the phone. So I don't know what that's all about, but I noticed that when I took breaks in between listening to it, it was different. So hopefully it comes out as good as it can be, given my minimum knowledge of engineering. But I was doing research, learned a lot more about it. So that's where we at. It's Tuesday, June 23rd, 2020. And that's about it, man. Y'all be good. Y'all be cool. Y'all be safe. Wear your mask. Like 20, I heard it's up to 21 states, 23 states now in the U.S. United States are spiking and peaking, seeing coronavirus cases increase, hospitalizations increase. So we're in a second wave. Everything they thought they knew, or we thought we knew about the virus, we just found out that that's not, we don't know. Like they said, oh, it only affects older people, elderly. Nah, then it was affecting younger people. Then it was affecting even like children, toddlers. They had a different form of the disease, with the red spots and rashes and stuff. Then we were like, well, yeah, the summer months it'll die down because viruses can't live in hotter climates, hotter weather. Well, it's summertime, and we're seeing a spike. So that wasn't, something we knew. So we don't know anything about this virus. All we know is it's a deadly virus, and social distancing works. That's what we know. Because when we were social distancing, a lot of the states were on lockdown, the numbers decreased. And it didn't just happen here in America, it happened all over the world. When we social distanced and decreased being in groups of 10 or more, the fatalities decreased, the hospitalizations decreased, the number of cases decreased. So, you gotta stick with that, man. Stay safe, stay in the house, don't go nowhere you don't need to go, don't be around no group of people you ain't gotta be around. We gotta survive this, man, or it's gonna wipe out way more people than we think. You see what happened 100 years ago with the swine flu. The first wave knocked out a lot of people, but then it came back in a second wave and knocked out millions. Millions of people died. So this is so serious, man, and I pray we found a cure, and I just thought it's important to say that, to try and share that. My condolences to Rayshard Brooks and his family. His funeral was today here in Atlanta. I pray that they are comforted and the healing process begins, and that they get all the support, help, love, and compassion that they need, and forgiveness. But it's amazing, man. Black people, Hispanic people, indigenous, Native Americans, we are dying the most from this coronavirus. And then with all of the protests, that just increases our chance to die. So I'm gonna just say that and leave that like that, man. I'm not saying don't protest, but I'm just saying protesting when all of our people, black people, Hispanic people, and I know there's more people involved than just black people and Hispanic people and Native American people. I know white people are also involved in the protest, and that's great because it's going to take everybody. But protesting during this pandemic is a serious health risk that could kill you, and kill us. So we are at the most risk. So it's just amazing how those two things coincide in such a timely manner. But stay blessed. I'm praying for us. Thankful to be here. To God be the glory. And y'all be on the lookout for this album, man. Be on the lookout for the listening session. I'll post something on my social about announcing the time when it happens. Hopefully I can get it to stream on all the platforms at the same time. Never done that before, so it's another learning curve. But with so many people streaming, from DJs to TV personalities to influencers, I'm sure there's enough information online that I can figure it out. Hopefully. So, y'all take it light and keep fighting the fight. David Gift out. Peace.